Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. This is the Fat Wiking Knight, as always, playing some Minecraft Let's Play Survival Hard Mode. And I'm gonna warn you guys in advance. This is going to be a very, very talkative episode while I do a few things around the Guardian farm here. And we are going to be addressing a serious topic that I have covered before. However, in light of recent events, I feel that the message was not quite what I was hoping for. It was not really distinguished enough. As many of you know, depression is something that I hold very close to home. And so, yesterday, as of the time of recording this, one of the actors that I grew up watching with, like all the time, Robin Williams, committed suicide. The coroner had talked about that it may have been depression, and that was the leading cause of his death. And that really hit me in a sore spot, to be quite honest. I grew up watching all of his movies, his comedy, even though it was really raunchy and dirty, which I, rather enjoyed. But it really rather hit home, not just because, I liked this actor, but because if someone like him, in the position and the life that was bestowed upon him, is able to get that low, that down from depression, it can happen to any of us. It's very, very easy to let it consume us and to just overall destroy our aspirations, our hopes, dreams, and it often leaves you a hollow shell of you in your younger years. And so it's really a serious topic. It is a disease. I will tell you that right now. For any of you who think it is not, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm sorry, but you are wrong. It is a disease just as much as any other disease is. And it has an overwhelming effect on people's lives, their characteristics, and everything about them. You'll probably say, oh, it doesn't have that much of an effect on you. No, bullshit. That is totally and utterly wrong. It has effects on every bit of your life. Whether you're at work, you hate your job. Whether you are in a relationship, if you're going to the mall, it affects you in your daily life. Now, there's going to be people, and I know there will already, that will just say, well, you could just stop, you could control it. It's not that easy. It's not something where you can just control it. And if you seriously have it, then you know this. You know that you'll get those days where you just want to stay in bed. You don't want to move. You don't want to be in anyone's presence. You just want to stay there and remain there for the entirety of the day. There are those days, and it doesn't just happen with depression, but mainly it does. And so, with depression, there is a lot of leading factors in it, such as if you feel you are alone, you're going to be more likely to have the tendencies of depression. You're going to more likely feel like there's nothing left for you, feel that no matter what you do, you can't escape it. And I'm not going to say that's true. I'm just not, because that's not the total truth here. Yes, it is unbearable. It really is. And, over probably, I don't know, I'd say 40% of everyone either has it or gets it sometime in their life. And I just don't understand why, like, no matter how hard each and every one of us stress this, it keeps coming back. It's like, oh, he shouldn't have just done that. He had all this money and everything like that. Yeah, well, okay. Then you don't have the slightest clue of how it works. Not the slightest clue. So, let me try to educate you on it a little bit. And tell you from a point of view that deals with this on a daily basis. Everything is amplified tenfold. Whatever you're doing, every emotion you are experiencing, it's all amplified tenfold. So when you are sad, like let's say you have a bad day, that becomes amplified to the point where it's like one bad day makes you think about, all the possibilities. And, well, you're like, okay, it's for the weak. Only the weak will actually do it. It's not about that, though. Even the strongest of people have, been succumbed to it. Or they've had to be succumbed to it, unfortunately. And it has nothing to do with strength. No matter how strong you think you are, everyone has their limits. And one bad day, one series of events, or one just catastrophic event can leave you not wanting to carry on. It can leave you so that you do not want to be existing anymore, to put it bluntly. And it's really a stressful thing. It has hard effects on your relationships, makes it so it is a lot harder to care for others. Even though you do care, it's a lot harder due to the fact that every sadness, pain that they are going through, obviously you don't want them to end up the same way, and you're doing everything in your power to help them. But at times, we're just so powerless, and the greatest thing that we could ever do for someone is show them that, hey, look, you aren't alone here. I'm going through the same thing just like you. You don't have to do this alone. And that's the misconception that a lot of people make. They feel that because they're depressed, they don't want to talk about it with people. They don't want to openly discuss it because they don't want to bring other people down. However, when you don't talk about it, that's when it gets to the worst it could ever be. Because you will just feel so empty, so alone, that by not talking about it, you're actually doing a disservice to yourself. You're making it so that this disease really can just, sweep in, cascade over you, and you'll feel like you can't do anything about it. I know that a lot of you are already going to say, well, talking doesn't help either. I always feel really, really shitty afterwards. You're talking to the wrong person. Short and simple, you are talking to the wrong person. If you are not talking to someone in your time of need that makes you genuinely feel like you are better than all that, that they are there every step of the way, and that you can tell them every little info, they are the wrong person. And no, they will not help you. Maybe they will give you short temporary relief, but overall, And genuinely speaking, they're not. They're going to make you feel worse because they'll say, "Oh, it's okay. You'll be okay." Um, all these things. And trust me, I know I have a lot of friends that experience this and deal with it on a daily basis. And the goal is to make them genuinely feel like you are there for them. And mean it is the important part. You actually have to be there for them. You have to mean it in every sense of the word. Right down to your core, you have to mean it. And if you're with someone or talking with someone that's not doing that for you, you need to talk to someone else. You need to find an outlet, whether it be a parent, a teacher, a friend, anything. It can literally be anything, any type of person. And you need to tell them exactly how you really feel and have them listen to it. You need to make sure that they are emphasizing with your current situation, that they're sincere about their words, and that they are willing to do anything in their power to help you get through that delicate time. And it's hard. I know. It's hard to find people like that. But I guarantee you there are people like that out there. Especially people who have it. They are so much more likely to sit there and help you and know that if anything goes wrong, they are right there with you. They're going to guide you in the general direction. They're going to listen to all the thoughts that go inside your head, and they won't judge. So, my number one thing with depression is don't think you are alone. Any of you out there who have this disease and are watching this, don't think you are alone. There are people out there, and if you genuinely even can't find someone, I'm here. Post in the comments. Private message me if you don't want others to know. I will be that outlet for you. I know I said this in my last video. Not the last video, but the last one I made of this serious topic, and this is only the second one. But I genuinely mean it. I don't want someone to feel like they have absolutely no one. And even though I'm just, someone from the internet, I guarantee you that I can at least help you feel not so alone. I guarantee you that you aren't the only one out there that's experiencing all of the things that you are. That you're not the only one that's ever dealt with it before. And that no matter what happens, I can at least be a passerby, of an observer, to help guide you in the general direction. Now, I know this doesn't sound like a great feat or anything like that, but you'd be surprised. With a lot of people, all they want is someone to talk to. And someone who actually understands. But there are a lot of people who are too afraid to voice it because they feel like they're just, getting on their nerves, that they complain too much, that, all these different things, all these different feelings. And most of the time, that's not true. There are a lot of people willing to help. You just have to find them. And, said it once before, say it again. I will help if any of you need someone to listen to or anything like that. I will genuinely be here for you. Trust me. Through my life, through my experiences and memories, I've learned that someone being there for even just 10 minutes has made the biggest difference of all. Those 10-minute things where you need someone the most, that is like the most critical time for depression. And when you don't have an outlet at that time, your thoughts tend to go totally erotic. They start thinking all of these possibilities, as I stated, and they feel like suddenly that is their only option. Take what I say, take it or leave it. It really, I would like to promote the awareness as much as humanly possible. But if you think I'm just full of shit, don't listen to me. But I have dealt with it for over 10 years now. And I actually know how bad it really can get. And just, seeing this happen really just brought all these feelings back to me. I was thinking, there's no way that happened. I don't believe that someone like him would let that happen, would have that happen to them. But when I woke up this morning, it was an actual thing. It really did exist, and it really did happen. So all of these feelings, like I said, came flooding back to me. And I was just thinking to myself, wow, what happens if I fall victim to that as well? Obviously there are people out there that would care. But if you are one of those people, which I used to be, and think that no one cares, you are dead wrong. By even considering it, it hurts all the people that actually do care about you. And you would be genuinely surprised to see how many people actually really do care and are out there to help you, to guide you on the path to, finish your journey. So, in conclusion of this whole topic, I just want to say that it is a hard thing to experience. It is a hard thing to live with. But no matter what, no matter how you feel, you are never alone. And I just want all of you to know that it should never come to that point where you feel it's so bad that the only option out is suicide. Again, thank you for your time in listening to the words I have to say here. I know it was a little bit of a shorter video, but I hope that my message genuinely got across, and that each and every one of you will consider other people's feelings well, knowing they have depression. I hope that each and every one of you will step up and help someone, because you actually could save a life. And as corny as that sounds, it is the utmost truth. One little outlet can save a life. So my challenge for all of you guys, be that outlet. Show people that you genuinely care, and let's try to make the world not so terrible. Let's try to make it not seem like you are alone, like there's no one to talk to. And that is all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Take what I say to heart. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.